Hi, everyone. This is Stephanie from Guiding Force Consulting, and today I want to talk with you about volunteer management for your programs and services. So many organizations have volunteers that they're managing that are offering support either at their location or virtually, and they're either doing it through programs or services or just general volunteer opportunities. So perhaps you have somebody who is volunteering to distribute food at your food drive. Maybe you have somebody who's coming into the office once a week and manning your front desk. Perhaps you have a group of volunteers that are showing up to clean up the garden every week. This is a really great way to use Salesforce to manage your volunteers, and it's completely free. So I'm going to dive into my demo org, which is all fake information, and I'm going to show you how we use volunteers for Salesforce to manage your program volunteers. All right, so I downloaded Volunteers for Salesforce from the App Exchange. Once it's downloaded, you can go to your app launcher and type in volunteers. And this is going to pull up the volunteer app. Across the top, there's going to be a lot of different tabs, but your homepage is probably going to look the same. So where we start is at our campaign level. Here we're going to create a campaign for the services that we want to get assistance with. So I'm going to create a whole campaign for everybody who's helping us out in our office. Yes, it's active, and this is in progress. We're going to start it today. And you can do type. I don't have a bunch of types in here, but you can do fundraising event, office, field, food program, service, whatever you want to do to organize. And then for your website time zone, if you have multiple locations across the country, you would not set that up here. If all of your volunteer opportunities are going to be in the same time zone, you would select that. Once you have your campaign created, then you can go to related and you're going to create all your jobs. So your jobs are going to be all the different type of things that you need assistance with. It's important to know that when you do a volunteer job that you can create recurring shifts. So if you have somebody coming in to work at the reception desk every week, that's something that we can create as a recurrence later. But this, we're just going to do the high level job. This is going to display on the website. I'm going to pick my time zone here. We want them to be able to use a computer. And then you can create whatever skills you want. So maybe it's customer service, whatever is necessary. And then you can give it a description. You're going to put a location of where the event will be located or the volunteer opportunity. And then here you can type in whatever you need. You can use pictures, links, you can make it bold, change the colors, the fonts. This is going to be if you need somebody to park at a certain location, if they should go through a security gate, whatever they need to know about the location. And same up for the description as well. You can use images, links, you can make it look as attractive as you want. So once I have a job set, I want to create shifts. And in this case, the reception desk is something I want to do on a recurring basis. So I'm going to do a job recurrence schedule. And I'm going to say every day, Monday through Friday, we need help. I'm going to say and we really need help starting today from noon. And then we need help for 4 hours. I really can use one person at a time. So that recurrent schedule now created volunteer shifts automatically. And these shifts are going to show up on our website. And that way we can allow people to sign up. So our website, this is an example of all of the different opportunities. So here's reception desk support. You see all the different days and times. Somebody can click sign up, type in their information, and they've now signed up for that job. This is one where I did a little bit of color so you can see what it looks like. Again, you can make it look as attractive as you want. And here's an image of the calendar. So here you're going to see the reception desk support every single day. That's the one I just added. So if somebody wanted to sign up for this, they can click on that, find the one they want, and sign up that way. And we'll return to the calendar here. Also, if you don't want it to look like that, because this is not something you're going to give somebody a URL link to, perhaps, maybe you want it to look a little more attractive, You can share this iframe snippet with your web developer. They can create a website and they can drop in the calendar into a website that's created and custom for you and has all the information that you want on there. Alternatively, if you don't want to go that route, you can certainly just share this web link and that'll work too. And that's, even less work than you would need to do. So I'm going to actually sign up for this shift here. Taking a minute because it's looking to see if I'm in Salesforce. So now I can refresh this. And I can see that I have a volunteer who signed up. So now when I hit edit, I can say, did they confirm? Did they complete? Were they a no-show? Did they cancel? Did they express interest? You can pick the right status. And then I can say how many hours they worked. So maybe this person only worked 3 hours. And I can hit save. And that'll update it. Now, if you have a bunch of people coming, you can hit mass edit volunteers. And here you can search for a bunch of people and sign them up. You can change their status if you already have a bunch of people signed up. So let's say everybody showed, you can change this all to completed. So you can do it in mass. You don't have to do it one by one. And let's do another job. So we're going to do this by the job instead of going to the campaign first. So this one is going to be garden cleanup. We're going to put this under office volunteers. We're going to put it on the website. I'm going to say that this is Eastern time, manual labor. And then let's jazz this one up a little bit for fun. Green for the garden. And then garden, so we're going to go ahead and add that in here too. All right, and then the location. We're going to type in the location of our office. We're going to say secure parking is in the back off of Front Street. And so now I have the job, but I need to create a shift. So maybe I don't want this to be recurring. Maybe I just want this to be every occasional time. So this Saturday, we're going to do a group of people for 6 hours. Well, that's a bit much, maybe 3 hours. We want 10 people. So now that I have a shift, if I go back to my listing, it's a very big photo, but you'll see here garden cleanup. You'll see our giant photo of our very elaborate garden, and then people can hit here to sign up. Alternatively, if we look at our calendar and refresh that, and what date did I say this was? This is going to be for 6/1. So here's our garden cleanup here. We can click on that. It'll go straight to this, and then we can sign up. And then this is looking for me in Salesforce. It's adding the shift to me. So now I clicked on the campaign. Here are the 2 different jobs. If I go to garden cleanup, I can go to related and I can see that I'm signed up. And then let's say I showed, I can say completed. And I actually was an overachiever and I worked 4 hours. So now when you go to my contact record, you're going to see all of the different volunteering that I did by the campaign, the shift, the status, and you can change what the fields show on the screen. So this was a really long tutorial to kind of show you the different ways that you can manage all your program volunteers. And it's a really efficient way that you can do it without having to double data entry, as well as giving people a really quick and easy opportunity to search through all of the volunteer opportunities you have in your organization. So if you are looking to get some support on getting this set up, advice on how to organize it, or just wanting some overall direction on where to start, of course, reach out to us anytime at guidingforceconsulting.com.